Okay. Yeah. This is by an African-American poet named Etheridge Knight. Etheridge had drug problems and was in and out of prison, and he wrote this in a correctional institute during the 1960s. It's called Belly Song. And I must admit that the sea in you has sung to the sea in me. And I must admit that the sea in me has fallen in love with the sea in you, because you have made something out of the sea that nearly swallowed you. And this poem I give to you. From the bottom of the sea in my belly, this poem is a song of feelings, about the feather of feeling and the stone of feeling. This poem is a gravestone and a death chant, a prayer for the dead, for young Jackie Robinson, a moving black warrior who walked among us with wide stride and heavy heels, moving through the blood and mud and shit of Vietnam, moving through the blood and mud and dope of America, for Jackie, who was a feather of feeling, now dead and gone in this month of love. And this poem's for me. In the days when the sea rose up to swallow me, and I walked the streets, lonely, stone-cold streets, and I wrapped my feelings in a sheet of ice, and I stared at the stars through iron bars, and I cried in the middle of my eyes. And this poem's for my woman and the yesterdays when she opened to me like a flower, and I fell on her like a stone. I fell on her like a stone. And now I have come here in my 40th year and my 65th year to this singing sea. And I must admit that the sea in me has fallen in love with the sea in you, because the sea that now sings in you is the same sea that nearly swallowed you, and me too.